You may have heard this report on the news last week. This is an article from the People News website. If you've heard the unbelievable tales, let us tell you that they are true. Officers and animal control spent the entire day chasing down a loose camel. The Bonner Springs Police Department in Kansas captioned a series of photos of the humpbacked perpetrator, detailing the great lengths officials took to track down the animal. This morning, officers took to the golf course in pursuit of the camel, on golf carts no less, the captions continued. After taking a leisurely jaunt down the highway and into some neighbourhoods, officers finally caught up with the four-legged runaway, and it was safely taken into custody by lasso. The camel was reunited with its owners and will go back to doing camel things, the Post concluded. I love a good escape story, especially if there are animals involved. When I hear stories about turkeys escaping the Christmas chop, a pig fleeing from a farm into the woods to deliver and rear her litter of piglets, and a sheep and a cow both at different times making a life-saving dash for freedom by running away from the slaughterhouse, my heart cheers. Being a strident vegetarian, I'm horrified at the idea of killing animals for food anyway. And being British, I'm predisposed to cheer for the underdog. At least that's what we used to do. So these animal stories get me every time. It really made me feel happy last week to hear about the rogue camel's day out, and I hope he really did enjoy that taste of freedom before he was finally apprehended and returned to life in captivity. We were made to be free. As human beings, we have a particular understanding that we have free will. We can make our own choices and decisions. And we codify our freedoms in law, so precious are they to us. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights contains details of 30 areas in which all people should be free. It states that we are all born free and equal, and every human being should have things like the right to asylum, the right to freedom from torture, freedom of speech, freedom to practice religion, the right to be free to marry, free to work, the right to privacy, and so on. Yet still there are ways in which we are captive. Many people are today quite literally in slavery. And sometimes our enslavement is much more subtle. Sometimes we have become so familiar with our chains that we are not even aware of the things that hold us captive. This is the time of year when our shackles might become a bit more obvious. Tensions run high. We might feel that we need to hide who we are in order to be with family. We might feel imprisoned by fear or by worry for ourselves or others, by a daily struggle for survival, by concerns over health or by financial precariousness. Tensions and problems are exacerbated by the expectations of the Christmas season. Sometimes the chains seem so tight that we lose sight of the fact that the message of Christmas is one of freedom. God, the ultimate freedom, knew where free will had got us. She knew that although she had designed us for the freedoms of love and joy and fullness of life, we had imprisoned ourselves in selfishness, animosity and destructiveness. And so she came to us in Jesus, born as a baby with all the limitations and constrictions and concerns and frailties that we have as human beings. God came as one of us. God came to be with us. And in being with us, one of us, God came to set us free. In Jesus we see all that makes living truly possible, all that gives us real freedom. We see love in its truest form, unconditional, sacrificial, limitless, vulnerable. In Jesus we may see and we may know ourselves to be precious and valued and loved. It's not always easy to hold on to that idea of freedom, especially when the pressures of the way we do Christmas in this country abound. But I hope that this year, in the midst of all that is going on around us, that each one of us may experience a deeper sense of love and joy and freedom as we give thanks for the gift of Jesus. May we all be released to know his love in a powerful way and to share the love that we have received by working for freedom in our world. Amen.